You worked out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, what's it like actually kind of being here now?
Oh, it's great. Just getting used to everybody. Being here the last almost month, so it's been great. I just something you get used to, and I'm just excited for it actually.
What is your first impression of your new teammates and the coaching staff?
Just how young and how hungry everybody is. Just being around a group like this is always going to be good for a young player. Especially coming from where I came from, it's good to see a little bit more youth and someone that's closer to my age. But it's great, and I'm just appreciative of it.
What have the OTAs been like?
Say it one more time.
The open gym runs that you guys have been doing. What have those been like?
It's been really competitive. That was one thing that we tried to emphasize: just compete, come in every day and compete. So being able to come into an environment like this, just fresh off the rip and ready to get the season going, it's always going to be good.
What was your reaction when you found out that the trade was happening? Obviously, you're with the Lakers team that's won a title in the last few years. You signed a contract last year, kind of expecting to be there, and then obviously as last year progressed, things kind of unraveled a little bit. So how did you view it when you found out that this trade was happening and you were getting a fresh start here?
I just looked at it as opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to get a fresh start, like you said, and just come and be able to play, and think free and just be able to be myself. So I'm appreciative to be here.
Obviously, those Lakers teams had a big spotlight on them. This one, probably not so much. How do you kind of respond to that?
I really kind of don't look at it like that. We're playing basketball. I'm here to play basketball, so that's really what I'm going to focus on. If you take care of basketball, everything else will fall in line. So that's really.
There was kind of one perspective of your career coming out of Iowa State, and then what you looked like in the NBA was a little bit different, I think, than that for a lot of people. And now it's going to look totally different because you're not playing next to LeBron and AD. So what do you think your game is actually like that people haven't seen yet?
I feel like, I could be a dynamic player. Just being able to, get my teammates involved, make others around me better. And also, put myself in positions to, be successful. I feel like offensively and defensively. But I just got to, come and be ready to compete every day. What a young team is going to be, everybody trying to, compete after each other. So, I just got to come in ready.
And you're super unique because your age doesn't match your experience in the NBA. So do you view yourself as one of the young guys or more of a vet?
I kind of look at myself as just, me. I really don't look at myself as a vet or a young guy. Being a basketball player, when you play, I feel like the basketball, takes care of itself. So I feel like if I do that, then we could, have a discussion a little bit later in the year.
You heard from the coaching staff on what they want you to work on or improve this year?
Just, trying to, be better with the ball in my hand, trying to be better as a point guard. And, also, like I said, just getting my teammates involved and, just trying to, be an all-around player, defend and, just, try and get in shape. Utah's a lot different from being in, another state. So it's been good, though.
Do you feel like you have something to prove this year?
I feel like coming into every year, I always have something to prove. And, just, me being traded, a lot, probably like media and stuff like that, or expect me to want to be like that. But I'm just going to play my game. And I feel like, if I trust my work, I'll be able to show you that.
You had any conversations with the coaching staff about what your role could be on this team?
Not really yet. Just trying to, get a feel for everybody still to just, play and, kind of let that, figure itself out. I really haven't been too focused on that. Just trying to get, acclimated with everybody else here and just, get used to it.
How's that process been going? Who's kind of stood out to you as you've gotten to know them a little bit?
Just actually, always, seeing Colin in high school, being around him now. Mike Conley, just seeing, the professional that he is. And, I feel like pretty much everybody is eye-opening because I haven't really had a relationship with some of these guys, except for, just some of the guys that are close to my age. And just actually meeting them has actually been good for me, because I just feel like, being in the NBA, you're always going to meet. And, you never know who you're going to meet. So I feel like it's always good to build relationships.
I wonder what the mental experience was like in LA. Like Ben said, your game wasn't exactly what it could have been, and especially on that team. I know there's been a lot of criticism about how you were kind of misused on that team because there were so many big mouths to feed, let's say.
Yeah, I feel like that came with the territory, being in LA, knowing that you're gonna play with superstars and, guys who, need to, have the ball in their hand. And, just being a young guy like me, I just always try to, learn and listen. So, mentally, I always was just trying to stay positive throughout all the ups and downs. So I feel like just being me and, trying to stay true to myself is, I feel like the best part of being there because it teaches you how to be humble.
What did you learn just sharing a locker room with LeBron and AD?
You just see the professionals that they are. They are who they are for a reason. They work, and even being LeBron, AD, and Russ, just being around both of them. I mean, all three of them. It was just a blessing for me, and like for a young guy, I used to look at it like, what 18 or 19-year-old in the world is getting this. So, I was appreciative of it.
What do you like off the floor? We don't know a ton about you.
I'm really to myself, outside of my teammates and my family, really just really close knit. So I really just try to keep it that way. I'm not really big into all the media and stuff like that. Not saying like that. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Like social media and just more to myself. Like not saying like that, but
What was how did you end up at Iowa State? Like what was your recruiting? I just don't know your story really well.
I was recruited a little bit heavier as I got older. Not one of those really highly recruited young guys, but got a few more offers as I got older and went to high school. So Iowa State was just a place that I thought, would be great for me. So I chose to go there, and then, fortunately, it led me to be here in this position. So I feel like it worked out.
Knowing what you learned from, being with LeBron and AD, I mean, do you kind of look at this as a little bit of a fresh start for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just being able to, almost come into my own and be, another player that could help win. Winning my first year, it kind of spoiled me a little bit because, that wasn't every NBA player doesn't get that start. So just being able to experience that and then experience the ups and downs, I feel like it prepared me to be in this moment. I'm ready for it.
Along those lines, I guess, what are your expectations going from a team that's, kind of championship or bust every year to now being on a roster where, tons of guys in their young 20s, first, second, third year in the league, not a ton of kind of outside expectations on what they can do. What's kind of your attitude in terms of, how things are going to proceed or play out with how this team develops?
With us being so young, we don't have no other, choice but to come in and just work and compete every day. So like the goal is to get better every day, especially, being in a situation like this. So if we get better every day, you never know what can happen. So I feel like if we look at it that way, I feel like we'll be in a great, position. I keep saying I'm excited and I'm just ready for it. I feel like it'll be good.
Do you know George Niang at all, or did you talk to him about coming to Utah?
Oh yeah, just having a conversation with him. I haven't talked to him before the trade, but I always used to talk to him, and he was always telling me how much love it was out here for him, and just how much he liked it. So that's my guy though.
I just settle on number 0 for your jersey this year.
0. So so I feel like I went back to almost in high school. When I was a freshman, I didn't play as much. Didn't play varsity or anything like that. And then the next year, I came back and was 0. So it kind of was like a fresh start. So now we got another fresh start in 0. And my sophomore year is probably when I started to, come to myself and get the best. So hopefully it'll be something like that here too.
All right, we're all good. Thanks, Taylor.
Thanks, Sam.